The tax man cometh. Tax season is well underway. In fact, you have a little less than a month left until that April 15th deadline to file your 2023 taxes. So we want to get some tips for all the late filers that are out there. Yes, if you're filing right now, you would probably be considered late. Joining me now to help simplify your finances is Maconomics founder and personal finance expert, Ross Mack. Ross, great to see you. Let's start with those self-employed folks that are out there. What should they be writing off in their taxes?
Brad, thanks for having me. When it comes to self-employed individuals, you got to understand there are a number of write-offs that are qualified that the government allows you to write off, right? First things first, your startup and your operational costs, right? It costs in order to start your business, as well as you got to understand that everybody lived through the COVID lockdown. Well, guess what? Many people, most entrepreneurs actually live in their home, and guess what? They have a home office. So you have that home office deduction. You also have marketing costs. You have travel costs, vehicle expenses. But I would obviously say, consult with a CPA, a qualified, CPA.
I'm going to ask that CPA if I can count me cooking for me as a personal chef, a live-in chef. I don't know. I might have to pay myself for my services. Once our viewers, though, file their taxes, if they do receive a refund, what should they do with the money?
I love that question, right? I think, one, you got to first understand, right? A tax refund isn't just a magical bonus the government gave you. In fact, it was your money that you were just paying too much to the government the prior year. But when it comes to this question, the very first thing I always want you to do is make sure you don't have any bad debt. And what I mean by that is that 20+% APR credit card that you have. Secondly, after that, assuming you don't have any credit card debt, the next thing I want you to do is ensure that you have a fully funded emergency fund. And then thirdly, I would recommend starting to invest. And when it comes to investing, you could ask Warren Buffett, you could ask myself. I think the very first investment a person should have is one that is the most diversified, that being index funds, right? S&P 500, NASDAQ, et cetera.
And with that investment mindset as well, what is the time horizon that you typically tell folks to consider?
The idea is when you buy an asset, you want to be holding it for 5+ years, right? Because you got to take into account your timing, right? One of the greatest things they say is, you can't time the market. Instead, you want to focus on time in the market. So when you're buying an asset, you're looking to be a long-term holder. So I look at it for 5+ years. When I buy an asset, right, I'm trying to hold it until I'm getting ready to retire.
Ross Mack, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.